I'm in Helen. I will tell you guys everything that just happened to me in the morning. I'm in a little, I'll show you tomorrow, but it's just like this tiny, tiny, tiny little cabin, and it's really cold, and I'm getting all my stuff set up, and I can see my breath even though I'm inside. I don't know if you can see. It's really cold. So I'm gonna get my sleeping bag and my blanket set up, and I'm gonna go to sleep even though it's 7:30. I'm really tired. And also, I want to get to the daytime closer because I'm terrified right now. Because it's so dark. Okay, I'll see you guys in the morning. Hi. I just woke up from my first night of sleeping in this tree house, and I have so much to tell you. First of all, it's not an actual tree house. It's like on stilts. Okay, I'll tell you what this place is that I'm staying at. This place is in Helen, Georgia, by the Uniquai State Park. It's these little tree houses that this zipline company like owns and operates, and they have a few sprinkled throughout the mountain forest. I don't even know where I am right now. And I'm in one of them, and it's called a tree house, but it's not really a tree house. It's just like on stilts, I think, or it's like built up a little bit on wood. I don't know. Anyway, I have not been outside yet, so I don't even know where I am right now. Let me tell you about everything that happened yesterday. I left Savannah at like 11:30, which I thought was a sufficient, appropriate amount of time to make it here. It wasn't. I was supposed to get here before 5 because that's when the people that operate this place leave their office. So you like meet them at the office, and then they drive you in a golf cart to the treehouse area. I got here like way after 5, like 5:45. So it was dark, like it was getting dark. The treehouse is like half a mile away from the office, and so you can either walk there or you can rent a golf cart because you can't take your car onto the trail that you need to take to get to the treehouse. So you have to walk or take a golf cart. So I was gonna rent a golf cart. And when you get there, they like help you, they show you, like they drive a golf cart and you drive a golf cart, and they lead you to where the treehouse is so that you know where it is. I got here too late and no one was here. And the guy was like, okay, I left you a golf cart in the parking lot. Just leave your car in the parking lot and get in the golf cart, put all your stuff in the golf cart, and just follow these directions to get to the treehouse. So I went over to the golf cart, and it's more of like a, I don't know, it's not a golf cart, it's like more than a golf cart. Got to the golf cart, and I couldn't figure out how to start it. And it was getting dark so quick, and it was in the middle of nowhere, like the middle of nowhere, because you, even to get to their office, you have to drive off-road, like this little dirt road to get to the office. And it was so dark, there's no lights or anything, you know, because it's freaking nature. And I couldn't start the golf cart, so I started freaking out. And then it got really dark and I just couldn't see anything. And then even if I had been able to figure out how to start the golf cart, I would not have been able to drive to figure out where the treehouse was, driving the golf cart half a mile into the woods on a tiny little dirt road. And so I freaked out and got in my car, and I was like, hey man, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go find somewhere in Helen to stay the night at a motel, and I'll come back in the morning because I just can't figure this out and I can't do this in the dark. And so he called me a few minutes later, and he was like, I have a girl that works with me. I'm gonna send her to come help you. And I had already driven back to Helen, but I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. And so I drove back to their office, and I had a hard time getting back there because it was so dark and I couldn't see anything. It was like so dark that I felt like even my headlights weren't helping me. Okay, then I got back to their office and the girl was waiting there. Okay, so the girl was like, let me show you how to operate the golf cart. So she got in the golf cart and started telling me like, do this and this and this. And she told me everything. And then I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't take in a word you just said. Can you please just repeat it again? I'm so sorry, but I just like blacked out and didn't hear anything. And she was like, sure. And so then she repeated everything and then I got it. Then I loaded all my stuff into the golf cart. She had me follow her on the dirt road to get to the treehouse. Okay. It was like not just a road. Okay, I really thought it was just gonna be a road. Like it's a half a mile away, but I thought it was just gonna be like a road, like a little dirt road. But it turned into like off-roading. Like we were going over like boulders and like rocks and holes and puddles and mud and like uphill and downhill and like really steep, and it was just way different than I thought. But Dad and I would always go quadding when I was younger because it's just what we love to do. So I have some experience in that kind of thing. But the fact that it was so dark just freaked me out so much. And I really thought, okay, it was like headlights, a little bit of light, and then just like terrifying darkness on either side of me. And I really thought that a bear was just going to lunge out. Okay, so then we finally got to the treehouse and she was just like, y'all good? And I was like, I guess you're leaving now. I guess I'm gonna be alone now. Can you just like stay for 1 second while I just like go in there and take a look? She's like, sure. So I went in there and I stood in here for like 15 seconds, just like, what am I doing? Because it just really all hit me that I was gonna be completely alone in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nowhere, in the dark, and I thought there were gonna be like other people near, but I did hear some people like in the distance last night, but I can't tell where they are. So then I went out and started, okay, it was really dark, and I needed to like go through my backpack and find my lanterns. So, because there's no electricity or heat or like anything or water. There's nothing here. It's just this tiny little cabin. Yeah, so I needed to get my lanterns out of my pack. So I did that, and then I put them in here. So it was like a little bit better because I could see a little bit. And then I was like, can you just stay for like 1 more second? To the girl, and while I started getting my stuff in, and she helped me, and then I was like so awkward telling her that she could leave because she was like, okay, are you good now? And I just like stared blankly for like 30 seconds and I was like, yeah, you can go now. Even though I really didn't want her to. Let's have a sleepover, please. But like, yeah, I was just really scared. Then she left and her headlights weren't providing light anymore, and the comforting rumbling of the golf cart was gone, and then it was just me in this dark ass little cabin with my stuff and darkness all around me. So the worst thing about it was that I had no idea where the hell I even was. Since it was so dark, I didn't know what was around me. I still don't, because I haven't stepped outside. I didn't know it, like I could be on a cliff for all I know. There could be like a million other tree houses around me sitting quietly or something. Like I don't even know where I am. And that was the hardest part and the scariest part. It's just dark all around and it's really disorienting, and you can't tell where you are, and it's just really weird. So then I wanted to start getting my stuff set up, it was so cold. And so I got my sleeping stuff set up. I was like rummaging, looking through all my stuff, looking for stuff, and I made a gigantic mess because I just couldn't see anything, and like it was just like throwing stuff around and trying to find stuff, so it was really hectic. Then I finally laid down, got all my stuff set up, and laid down and stayed awake for a while longer, and then read a chapter of Lost World because I've read Jurassic Park, but I haven't read Lost World. So I wanted to read that on this trip. I don't know why I'm laughing about that. And then I brought this little like crank radio, and I was gonna use that and like listen to some talk radio if I could get a station. And so I cranked it and for a while, and it worked for 30 seconds. And then it broke somehow. Like it just broke. And so then I have some Jenna and Julian podcasts on my phone. So I like played those quietly to help me sleep, to help me feel better, to like comfort me, because I like having stuff. I like listening to stuff while I'm sleeping, like the radio. Then I woke up and now I'm getting ready to go out and go hiking. So let me show you where I'm staying. Okay, so there is a bunk bed in here. Here's one of the bunks, and there's like a window up there, and then it's like two little twin beds put together, which I'm sleeping on, just one of them. And I have this, okay, I got like terribly afraid that I was gonna freeze to death, so I brought a ton of blanketness. So I brought this sleeping bag and I slept on that because there's like nothing on the cots. And then I have this blanket that I put on me, and then I have another sleeping bag right here, and then I have my two stuffed animals, Davy the elephant and Margot. And then here's what the rest of it looks like. It looks way bigger, I think, on video. But yeah, there's like a little table and then windows covered up with like burlap. And then the door, which you can't see through, which is cool because last night I thought you could, but I guess you can, so that's nice. And that's it. So now I'm gonna get actually fully dressed and go step outside for the first time in the light and see where I am. Oh my god. Okay, so I am in the middle of the forest. It is ridiculously beautiful. Oh my god, the trees and the leaves are changing and it's so pretty. I have missed nature so much. I never get to be in nature in Florida. Oh my god, it smells so good out here. This is so pretty. So here's what I see out of my door. Okay, I think I see like a little, I see some sort of building down there. Okay, and wait, here's my golf cart. Here's my treehouse. Oh my god, no, it is kind of a treehouse. It's like, holy crap, it is kind of a treehouse. Wow. Wow. Falling leaves can be disconcerting. I keep thinking they're like bears coming. Okay. I think that's another treehouse down there. I don't know if you can see. Okay, this is ridiculously cool. This is like all I could have asked for, wanted, received. And it feels really nice now.